mother.
Oh my God, her. Why did I bring her in the picture? Let's go back to you. Oh my God, I can't believe I brought her up. Well, guess what? She's getting healthier. Guess what? The stupid seminars, as it turns out. I'll stop saying that. The wonderful seminars, as it turns out.
I like stupid seminars. It's kind of a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
The stupid seminars.
Yeah.
People be like, let's have this stupid seminar.
I'm very curious about the stupid seminars. You're right. You should call them.
Way better marketing.
That's actually quite good.
Wonderful, life-changing seminar.
What did you do? I did the stupid seminars. That's awesome. And it's called stupid, S-T-O-O. Oh my God, we got it. My mother. I'm trying to distract here. My mother was the worst boundary crosser ever. And how many grandchildren do not want to visit them on earth? My mother is like that. She appears to be the sweetest old lady you'll ever meet. And her family despises her. Her own grandchildren won't go see her. It's horrible. In the last 3 years, 5 years, I have initiated my seminars and set boundaries with my mother. They start with open-hearted boundaries. That means I had to be vulnerable, and I had to communicate ahead of time how I felt about her behaviors. Then of course she'd scream and yell, blah, 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 but I did communicate how I felt about all her behaviors, and I communicated that no matter what, before you die, you crone. I didn't have the you crone. Sorry, Mom. But this was old you. I added to her that before you die, I am going to see you love. I'm going to see your grandchildren want to be around you. I'm going to see you hug me before you die. I did say that 5 years ago to her. Never again. Setting boundaries requires you not to be overly repetitious. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Because is that not a pattern and a dark one? It becomes pretty well sick. You have to enact upon your boundaries. You have to do things that get results. With my mother, I had 3 areas that I could not do. I could not yell at her, because once you yell at my mother, you're hers. You become her pawn, spreading satanic fear throughout the county. Once you yell at my mother, she's got you. She's got you for guilt. She can only yell at you. It's terrifying. Do you know how to hear my mother yell? And she can tell you everything you're not and beat you up. She raised you. She can cover the whole list of everything you are and leave you naked standing in the rain with electrical wires falling at your feet. It's horrible. So I didn't fall for that. I would not argue with that woman anymore. I had to change the pattern. That was the one I changed. Choose one pattern in any situation and I guarantee you, you will get change. Way more. In other words, here's the trick that I've learned about boundary setting that's awesome. You choose one pattern to change in interacting with a person, you will get 8 results back that are positive. It's amazing. It's actually 3. We'll say it's 3 results back. If you choose one pattern to change. If you enact on one bad thing with a person, you will get 1,000,000 things back. It's terrifying. I would rather get 3 solid, good things of change by changing one pattern. It works. Try it. Absolutely dead stop some behavior with somebody that they're free of. Guaranteed, you will see 3 solidly good results come back.
Maybe not that day.
Not that day. That's another thing with people. Oh my God, really? Snap your fingers, genies appear, and it's going to happen now? People come in our office and want it now. Where did we learn this? Oh, could it be from taking pills and medication? I won't solve the problem. I'll mask it. I'll get really wired, or I'll caution. Drugs may make you shit out of your nose. Oh, I'll take that one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. boundary setting. It's about knowing yourself, being vulnerable, as I did with my mother. I was solid in my seminars, and being consistent. I didn't react to her. That's where most people lose their boundaries, when you react. That's how people get you. We teach people, do we mention that in seminar too? I can't remember. Enact. Don't
It's in there.
react.
It's in there.
Good. Because that is absolutely the secret. It got hot in here suddenly because I said the word mother. As soon as you say the word mother, everything heats up.
I don't understand when you said when you react and everybody went.
You guys want to see something funny? I dare one of you. Who in this room does not? Oh, there is one. Who is she? That's so funny. Who in this room does not have mother issues? Not. Don't bother. We know. Because mothers. Now, why is it just mother issues? Well, because father wasn't there. He was gone. He was working. Then he had conventions, and then he had to go golf. And so, what does that say about women? They do all the fucking work at home and have to hold a job. Awesome. What a modern society we have, right? So there may be stress, but our mothers had it worse because they had to spend all the time with us. Who wouldn't hate us? Want to burn us? Think about the things we do to our mothers. Oh my God, it was abusive. Every one of us drove them insane. Hi, you're a totally normal person who's got a free life, and now you're changed to that maniac. And you're gonna have 6 of them. Oh my God, they used to have 6 kids back in the day. Think about it. You free? Then you have this little mongoloid. Edit. This is absolute little hunchback of Notre Dame creep. Mommy, I want everything. I want your blood. Hunchback vampire. Fucking dude, drag everything. Frankenstein. I don't want to go to bed. You're a bit tired and moody. I am not. Follow the flame. Fire. Mothers were supposed to stay sane. Back in the 50s to the 1980s, mothers were burdened with every responsibility there was and had no sanity. That's why they lost their minds. From the last 2 generations, totally unfair to women, totally slave to men, totally chained to their children, totally had to sacrifice all their intelligence, creativity, freedoms for men to go to conventions that they invented to sleep with their secretaries. Yeah, we gotta convene somewhere out of town, let's say Vegas, because that's a good place to do business. Hello? Hello? What? Hello? Oh my God. Like all the bullshit. So I forgive my mother. Jerry, do you think I have a little bit of issues with men, or do I
Issues with what?
Men.
Men
Yeah.
sometimes?
Yeah, I do. I watch this show and I just go, keeping in mind the male clients that I have, Jerry, it's interesting. I look at Ryan, for instance, and look how far he's come. So if I didn't have those issues, I wouldn't be able to mentor such healthy, good fathers. Mark, Doug, bringing people from, let's say, insanity and alcoholism to being community members and solid parents to where they're receiving rewards is amazing. So I have to have one opinion. Men are fucking morons. I said it right on camera. Because they were brainwashed into doing what? Crossing every boundary women have, period, and learning how to con and do it. And learning how to keep women under wraps so that they can be free to be men of ego and feel so fucking lonely when they're dying in a hospital bed because their kids hold a grudge, the wife wasn't happy, blah, blah, blah. See it? I see it all the time. And there's people show up, but they're not connected. What's it about? Connected. People would argue the boundaries do not promote connection, and I disagree. So now the trick question. putting you on the spot. You. Why would boundaries promote connection? Take your time.
Close communication.
Look at you, you don't talk the whole time. And then you come up with brilliance. That is it.
Can you repeat that really?
Oh my God, she's brilliant.
I was bringing up communication skills.
It's all about it. You have no boundaries if you can't communicate in a skillful way. Part of what we need to look at, Aaron, is teaching a communication. Our next talk will be about healthy communication. You are right. Healthy communication is the secret fact to everything.
We know how you communicate.
I communicate a lot. And
No, but put the two together, the bananas and the communication.
yes. Yeah, you want that's actually you. Do you know why you're such a prude? Oh, here we go. But a great laugh. But because the real you is the opposite. You're a woman of wild abandon. So then you come across a bit foolish and worry about the morals and ethics of others rather than concern yourself with your own. It's true. That's because underneath you are a wild stallion horse, ready to roam the ranges. And you kind of get jealous of those who can. Can you remember that?
Yep.
Thank you. I respect you so much. You come in here, and I love this. To keep your sanity, you worked yourself into our place, unbeknownst to me, doing the cleaning. The next thing you know, this is how good she is. Check this one out. She's now negotiating trade deals to get treatments. She's awesome. That's respectable. And pays us for a monthly maintenance to get a life program. It's so funny. The ones that succeed, we get people to a hump. I'm going to say this. We set boundaries with clients. Oh, you want to get this healthy, and then forget who we are, and then get all the things you want, and then come back to us. Awesome. Do we get abused? But we set boundaries. Do I verbalize my feelings to all my clients about where I'm at with you at all times?
Always.
Do I hold back the punches?
Nope.
Not in the least. Not at all. I love that. Much to probably our chagrin, Aaron's learning to do that well.
Sorry, what did you?
Not hold back the punches. You seem to be quite comfortable with it now. That's good. Because you married a very strong woman who is a 4'10", but actually 5'2". Boxing, hard punching, heavyweight.
Gave me an extra inch.
And
You earned
and
it.
crack jokes like that. And yes, you work me out in the corner, and I don't mind. I don't mind. When you fight, it's usually about something worthwhile, right? So I know if you're fighting, it's probably very significant to my future success. More than likely, or yours puts you up and you're trying to take it on me and I walk away. There you go. I know, it's one of the two. But if for the significant success that you want to fight, well, look, it worked. Here we are, party on. I like to communicate a lot. Feel free to crack jokes anytime. I wasn't picking on you. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right. You're a client. Sometimes I teach people on the spot. Ultimately, what I wanted you to notice is that you are here. You do an amazing job cleaning this place, and you are getting healthier.
Yeah.
To me, I asked originally, are people healthy who come here? Yes. Why? Because they consistently want to show their shining in a loving environment. That's healthy. That is intent. And intent is 9/10 of the law. I saw it on TV. And intent is actually, though, the mainstay of any direction you take. What you intend is what you will do. What you say, figure it out.